Not since the iPad Air has the iPad received such a significant redesign that it changes everything about Apple's tablet. There are 3 things to know about the new iPad Pros. They're drop-dead gorgeous, they're ridiculously powerful, and they're really pricey. If you're thinking of getting a new tablet, but you only use it for things like watching videos, browsing the web, and reading, you really don't need the new iPad Pros. They're just overkill for such basic tasks. But if you're a creative professional who, for example, draws a lot, or edits high-res video, or photos on the go, or makes music, the new iPad Pros are beasts. It starts with a new design and display. The new iPad Pros come in 11-inch and 12.9-inch screens. The new aluminum bodies are boxier than the previously rounded and curved iPads, and they feel really nice. They kind of look like the old iPhone 5. The new iPad Pros are also thinner, only 5.9mm thick. This thinness doesn't mean the metal's weak. New iPads feel dense and won't bend. Trust me, I tried. The bezels around the liquid retina displays are now equal on all sides. There's still enough room for your thumbs to rest on, and the corners have been rounded to match the curvature of the body, just like on the iPhone XS and XR. It's truly beautiful. Not only do the screens look spectacular with great colors and viewing angles, but the Pro Motion feature has a really fast refresh rate that's great for reading and gaming. It makes everything look super smooth. Tucked inside the slimmer bezel is a true depth camera sensor, just like on the new iPhones. Yes, the Touch ID fingerprint sensor is gone, but I don't miss it. Face ID works in any orientation, portrait, landscape, and even at angles. Apple's improved the speakers with wider and louder sound. They sound really good. Also gone is the headphone jack. It's another loss, but just like the new iPhones, it's easy to go wireless with AirPods or Bluetooth headphones. The Lightning port's also been replaced with a USB-C port. These are the first iOS devices to use USB-C, and I love it. The port lets you connect the iPad Pros to a monitor with up to 5K resolution, or easily connect to cameras. The new port also means you can use the same cable and adapter from other devices that use USB-C. And get this, the new iPad Pro can charge another device, like an iPhone. But the new iPad Pros are way more than just pretty new metal shells. They're ridiculously powerful. Powered by the A12X Bionic chip, Apple says the iPad Pros are up to 35% faster for single-core tasks and up to 90% faster for multi-core processes. Graphics-intensive apps like 3D games and video editing should also be much faster, with 2 times faster graphics performance. The new tablets have so much power that they're nearly as beefy as a 2018 15-inch MacBook Pro. All this processing power means everything, and I mean everything, runs faster. The only thing is, the apps haven't caught up to take advantage of all this power. Adobe's prepping a redesigned version of Photoshop with all of the desktop version's features, but that's not coming until 2019. Apps like Adobe Lightroom CC and Premiere Rush and 3D games like Asphalt 9 certainly push the limits, but they're still scratching the surface. There's a lot of runway for way more powerful apps years from now. iOS 12 is, well, it's iOS. It's fast, smooth, and feature-packed, just like on iPhone. On iPad, you get decent multitasking like on other iPads. You can open 2 or 3 apps at the same time, but it also could use some more laptop-like features you can only find on macOS and Windows. Even the gestures are more intuitive. If you use an iPhone 10 or newer iPhone, the gestures are the same. Swipe up to return to the home screen and open the app switcher. Swipe from the top right to open Control Center. And swipe on the bar to switch between apps. You'll pick it up in no time. Now, about the iPad Pro's accessories. The new Apple Pencil is so much better than the old one. For one, you no longer charge it by jamming up the charging port. Just clip it to the iPad Pro to connect and charge. And 2, it clips to the tablet. No more losing it. The downside is, it's more expensive than the old one, at $130 versus $100. The old Apple Pencil also doesn't work with the new iPad Pros. The new Smart Keyboard Folio is similar to the old one. The keys are the same and they're water resistant. But now you get 2 angles to prop the iPad Pro on instead of 1. The keyboard also protects the entire backside. There's no dispute Apple's new iPad Pros are the most powerful iPads ever made. They're also so stunning. But as I said from the start, they're so expensive. The 11-inch starts at $799 and the 12.9-inch starts at $999. Configure it with options like cellular connectivity and more storage, and the price balloons quickly. Moreover, the Apple Pencil and Smart Keyboard, 2 accessories you need to get the most out of the iPad Pros, are sold separately. Price it out, and the most expensive iPad Pro plus pencil and keyboard costs up to $2,424. It's not splurge money. What you need to do is ask yourself, what are you going to do with the iPad? If you're really going to embrace making things with the apps currently available, then the new iPad Pros are great investments that'll last for years. But again, if you're just using it to watch YouTube videos or browse Twitter, you're better off with a cheaper iPad or another brand of tablet.